Hey everybody, I hope you're having an awesome October. I wanted to put this video together just so you guys can get an idea of what's going on in the market for our local communities and counties, and also what's going on with interest rates so you guys have an idea of what's expected to happen and what's going to happen, and you can position yourself accordingly when the time is right for you to buy or sell a property. So I'll go ahead and share my screen. We'll dive right into these trends. So as you see here, these of course are always dated about 30 days previous because real estate is a lagging indicator of action. What you see today is going to happen usually 30 days from now. So if a property goes into escrow, generally there's a 30-day transaction that's associated with that, and you see the benefits and you see the changes 30 days once it's closed. So this right here is reflecting Stanislaus County as well as the local communities and local counties next to us. If you look here, this light green line indicates how many homes are currently for sale in the market. The red indicates the amount of pendings, which means an offer got accepted. And then the light green indicates how many homes recently sold. So if we look here, as of now, as of September, or excuse me, last month, a total of 838 homes are currently for sale, compared to a peak of 933, which was in July. So we saw a little bit of a downward trajectory there. That is directly related to the holidays coming up and kids being back in school. Summer is usually the busiest time of the market, but if you look at interest rates here, you can see that those interest rates were higher. Pending sales were drooping a little bit here as well, with transfer of power changing over, and solds were staying relatively flat, but we didn't get the injection of activity that we normally would get in the summertime, simply because the rates were not changing, and also the position of power had also swapped over, so that changed a couple things too for people as well. So, but despite that, I predict this winter to be busy, simply because if you look here, interest rates have come down pretty much 2 months back to back with the two previous months. They did come up a little bit last month, but they're also expected to come down again. And right now, it specifies here 6.5% for last month. This month, I could already tell you we did get a little bit of a cut. FHA is now floating in the fives. And if you're a conventional 30-year fix with good credit, you could be around 6.15 as well. So those also came down. Those trends will come out next month. But 838 homes for sale right now. That's approximately 24.7% more inventory in the marketplace compared to last year. In terms of pendings, 293 homes went pending, which is down 316 from the month previous. However, if you look at that from last year, 303 homes were pending at that point in time versus today. In terms of activity of solds, 272 have sold in the last 30 days. Previous to that, a year ago, 279, which is less than it's 2.5% less activity in terms of sales over the last year, and 3.3 over the last for pendings over the last year as well. So still getting some good activity there. And if you look at the peak of market for the previous years, 2024 we peaked at 7.2% interest rate, 2023 7.1, and 2022 7.8. So we're lower than we've ever been in the last 3 consecutive years, which is really good for our market. We're definitely getting some more activity from that as well. The biggest difference here is just the transfer of power, all the things that were happening in the Middle East at the time, as well as the tariffs were causing people to hold off a little bit. Okay, so scrolling down here, you can see this right here indicates the average days on market. And you can see there approximately 45 days on market right now for a home as of last month. This is roughly around, I would say, anywhere from 40 to 60 days on market is the amount of time it's taken for a home to sell, depending on how you're pricing a property. And also, if you look at here, this value here is 96. On average right now, homes are taking about a 4% cut from their original list price. So about 96% of the time you're getting 90, or 100% of the time right now you're getting about 96% of your list price. So if you're priced at $100,000, you can expect to get 96 grand, just because of the market giving back a little bit, because we're seeing some compression there despite the inventory being high. So what this all means, just this kind of recap: if you're a seller, it's taking a little bit longer to sell a home. It's up, let's see, it's up 25% over the last year. It's taking a little bit longer for homes to sell, simply because there's a lot more inventory in the place, and the buyer pool small, simply because rates are higher. However, with those rates coming down, buyers are going to get back into the marketplace, especially serious buyers this winter. But there's a lot of inventory, so we got to make sure that we position your home properly in accordance to all the other ones, so that you stand out. We don't want you to become stale. We don't want you to become lackluster in accordance to all the other ones, because this 96% that you get, that 4% that we're giving back right now, that could possibly become a greater exponential number if we don't position you properly and don't market the home properly. So having an agent that knows what they're doing, having an agent that's marketing focused, is very important in a market like today, with inventory being as high as it is. Okay, so if you're a buyer, the good thing there is you have some opportunities to negotiate credits. There are buyers that are actively looking, but rates are coming down. And before they drop too low, you still have the opportunity to dive in before all the other buyers come in and you're competing against them. Right now, you're competing against the seller, which gives you more negotiation power. As the trends come in more favor of buyers, you're going to see more buyers jump into the marketplace, which means that negotiation potential is going to disappear. So we want to make sure if you are interested and you are looking and does make sense, it might make good sense to jump in now. I just had a client ask for 3% of a credit back, which bought their rate down a pretty good amount and saved them $200 to $300 every single month, which is awesome. So that's the kind of opportunity that's there. And again, if you're a seller, there's still great opportunity for you to maximize the potential that you get for your home. It all just comes down to how you position your property in accordance to price, as well as how you market the property throughout the duration of being on the market. So that right there is the trends for our local communities. If you have any questions, let me know. But that's just a ballpark idea to get you guys an understanding of what to expect. If you're not ready to buy or sell yet, I would say continue to wait. I'll continue to give you guys these videos every single 30 days, just so you have an idea of what's going on and you can educate yourself. That way, when you're ready, you know exactly what to expect. Okay. So if you have any questions, I'm always a call or an email or a text away. Even if it's just a question and you don't actually have any idea about buying or selling, or if you just want a valuation, I'm always available for you guys. Okay. That's what I love to do, is educate, assist, and inform. And anything you need, I'm always your guy. Take care, you guys. Be in touch soon.